Gearing up for a rollout of vaccines and intensifying their efforts to curb the spread of FMD.
FMD, foot and mouth disease, is a state control. To respond to the question of procurement by farmers, it's a state controlled disease. So procurement is going to be limited to the state. Distribution, if it has to go to farms and farmers, will be distributed by the state. So the procurement by individual farmers is prohibited. It's not going to be allowed. And so distribution is going to be risk-based as well. We're going to assess where the greatest need is. There's going to be differences between districts.
The vaccines will be distributed on a daily basis by the veterinary services, prioritizing farmers and villages with active outbreaks.
The principle is that each day an MEC or a premium goes for vaccination. We're going to do a formal farm and a communal area. We want to do the balance so that there's no complaint of people who says you've overly attending communal areas or you have forgotten us in communal areas and formally attending only commercial, and I don't want to say commercial, I'm saying formal farm.
The authorities demonstrated the vaccine rollout plan and urged farmers to heed the call for vaccination.
They must communicate with traditional authorities, their chiefs and their headmen and their kings. They must communicate with ward councillors. They must communicate with MMCs of districts to then be in the line. But if you had an exposure and you are in Pitsi Disulejang and you have reported in Nakamudiri Mulema, you are recorded as an exposed farm, not as Pitsi Disulejang. When they determine the priority, you are going to be a priority irrespective of the area we are.
The provincial department says their aim is to achieve 90% cattle herd vaccination in line with the national target.